I'm David from Levica Photography, and today we are looking at the Falcon Eyes Sophiez LED light, and it's the 28TD. And these things are awesome. They're FlapJack style lights, and the total light output of these lights is 2,000 lumens. Right now, I've got one about, I'd say 3-4 feet away from me. It's within almost reaching distance, and this one is at 100%. This one that you're seeing right now is at 10%, and they put out a really, really nice soft light, as you can probably tell. I mean, really soft. If I had to hit myself on the side with this, you can see that it's soft. And I'm not wearing a hat, so you can see my bald head and what it's doing to that. Okay, so we've got, on the back side, we've got battery mount, if you decide to go that route. On and off switch to switch between the battery and standard AC power. And then you've got your channels. Now these do talk to each other, and that's the thing that I really like about that. So let me show that to you really quick. So I have two of these lights, and right now they're connected, and the channel part of it is actually pretty cool. So you can change the channels from A, B, C, and D, or off, and right now they're on channel A. Now the nice thing about it is when they're on the same channel, you can go in and change the brightness of each one, and they will both adjust at the same time, or you can go all the way down. And this one right now is running on a Sony NP F750 style battery, and this is a 48 milliamp hour. I'm getting about 20 minutes out of this at full power, but at 50% you can get more like close to 45 minutes. So that's if you want to run it without a battery. Over here, this one's plugged in, and it does come with the AC adapter, so you can just plug them in and use them that way. Now you can also change the color of both of them at the same time if they're linked together. So that's 3000K all the way back up to 5600K. And the 5600K on these lights is a true 5600K. I mean, it is like perfect. So yeah, the CRI rating on this is supposed to be 95 plus, and I believe it. So that is kind of like one of the benefits here. Now if you only want one light to change, you don't have to turn the channel thing off. Just go to a different channel, and then you can change the power of just one while the other one stays the same. So that's the back side. So if we look at how thick they are, you can see my battery sticking out quite a bit. But you can see that this is pretty damn thin. And softness wise, the actual softness of the light is pretty damn soft. And the other thing about this is also the LEDs are on the sides, built into the ring, shining out horizontally like this into a diffuser, instead of being on the back like a traditional light and shining through. That gives it a lot softer light, and these things are rated at 2,000 lumens, so that's actually pretty bright. So let me go ahead and just crank these up here so you can see what they look like. Put them on the same channel, and then turn them all the way up. And there we go. So now we're at 100%, and you can see that's decently bright.
You wear a hat because you're bald, bitch.
Well, you would too.
That's staying in the video. She's so mean. Why is she so mean?
Because she can be.
Assistant abuse, that's all I can say, except it goes the other way.
Why are trees so tall?
So no, it's not a photo, it's a video. And this light is just in front of me right here, and then the other one is just behind me. So this is kind of giving me, it would be a hair light if I had hair, but I don't. They come in these handy travel cases, and these cases are actually kind of cool. Usually when it comes to lights, I just toss the cases because they're just dumb. But these are actually handy. Now what you get in here is your specification manual, and you'll notice that these are the smallest out of the group. These are the 28TDs. That means they use 28 watts. They put out 2,000 lumens, and let me see here. They have a 48 watt version that's slightly larger, and then a 68 watt version that's way larger. And these only weigh 1.13 kilograms, so really pretty light. But anyway, enough of that crap. It comes with a cutout for an NPF style battery, which is nice. It doesn't actually come with the battery, it just comes with the cutout. And then the light itself fits in there pretty much perfectly. And then you have your AC power cord. So really pretty simple. And right now, this is actually being lit solely by the other light. There's no other lights on in this room. So that just kind of gives you an idea of how good these are for product lights. So I'll go ahead and light the sculpture and see what this looks like. So this is a robot that Alexi de Villiers made me, and yeah, he said that it reminded him of me when he did it. And I don't see why, but we dig it. So a couple of months ago I reviewed this little light on my channel and told you how enamored I was by it, and I took one apart just so you guys could see what was inside of this. This was the T1688, and basically this is a tiny little light that mounts on the camera. It's very thin, and it has LEDs that wrap around the edge of it, and then they shoot into this wild looking diffuser that's got kind of this metal honeycomb in it, and it diffuses light perfectly. I like these so much that I bought 2 more, and because of that design, it made me start thinking, well, why not just go bigger? So anyway, the whole point of that was this light was back when I was still using the Fuji X-E3, which I now got rid of, but the reason why I got rid of it was it had a lot to do with light flickering during video. Fuji cameras, I don't know if they have an algorithm built into it to reduce the flickering of lights. If they do, it doesn't work very well, but Olympus and Sony I know do, and they don't flicker, especially in my environment. So anyway, this light, when you're shooting with a camera that doesn't have the algorithm or has weak algorithm, obviously flickers. It's kind of a nightmare. And it has 500 LEDs, and all of these are actually in series, I believe, this way, and then in parallel this way. So that's kind of how that's set up. But on this, you have 120 LEDs that are embedded in the rim of this on the edges, and then they bounce into the diffuser, and these are all wired in series. And what happens is, as the light's running, it's constantly being lit by the LEDs circling around it, and you don't have that issue of frequency. So therefore, if you're a Fuji owner, you won't get any flickering with this light. So that's kind of the good thing. And although it's not quite as soft as the light that's lighting me right now, I actually think that in the long run it'll be a lot better because it's not nearly as big or as cumbersome as that light is. So anyway, let me just swap that light out really quick and see what it looks like if I stand in the same exact spot. Alright, now this is me with the Falcon Eyes on me right now with the power setting at 40%, and my normal house lights are on with the wall lit behind me. This is usually how I do my YouTube videos. There isn't a whole lot to say about these lights except that they're very color accurate and the light is very soft, and I just absolutely love them. So I guess subscribe to my channel for more information like this, give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment, and otherwise we'll talk to you guys later. See ya.